Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of my solo breakfast run. If you guys couldn't guess after the last videos, we're going to go personalized waiting. Thanks a Brunch is what this was called. I totally forgot I couldn't remember what it was called. Thanks a Brunch. That was a custom or a RNG name. It was there when I got there. So if you remember in the last video, we are not having too much luck with drops. Ooh, look at that. This is kind of pointless because we have individual dining and there's no sharing. Oven no good. Come on, give me something good. So nothing really good. Now I've been saving this conveyor mixer. I honestly don't know what I would use it for at this point. So I want to take a counter because if I can upgrade a counter to get a freezer, this will work. I'm still hoping to get another research desk, which would be really ideal. But yeah, I don't know if we will or not. So let's continue on. 17 customers, not terrible, and we'll see what we can get. And you may say, well, why don't you use the safety hob to cook the initial loaf? Well, because it takes so long. Let's see. Ooh, we lucked out. Lucked out with the freezer. I'm going to actually get this. Oops. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. We can start cooking the bread. The toast, as it were. Just want to take this and plop this out. Now, if you remember, we do have a lot more customers now. We didn't get a sink as far as I recall, right? Now, the safety hob is good. It is just very slow. But if you can start working on things like frozen prep stations and the like, it's obviously a lot better. Alright, get this one served to here. This is where we need a conveyor. So as soon as this one's done, it automatically, or a grabber I should say, automatically puts a fresh piece of bread on. Because that's what we really need here. Some sort of automation like that. I'm going to clean this mess because there is still a slight bug where, depending on where a mess spawns on this tile, it messes up. In so many words, this is a technical term. There's a bit of a glitch to it. You know, put this one back up here. Wash this dish. So far, we haven't had much challenge. To be honest with you, which is fine. I don't need to be challenged too much with this. Can I wash this one before this one's done? So you can wash a dish, that's for sure. And it's funny because you could actually grab... It almost seems like I could grab a piece of bread from there. Interesting how that mechanic works. Let's just get some more going on here because I should be able to grab... No? Okay, maybe it was just in between grabbing. This one back here, this one go to here, this one go to here, this one go to here. Alright, now we're backing up on toast, which is what I want to see. Got our freezer, which will be helpful because in the beginning of the day, I don't have to actually do... I don't actually have to make one. I mean, I can make one in the beginning of the day. But I guess what I'm getting is I wouldn't have to make one in the beginning of the day if I didn't want to. Alrighty, so we got a lot coming in. Do we have any more? We can't call anybody. I think we're still going to have the closing time unless we beat... So the closing time is very weird how it works. Sometimes it doesn't seem like there's any closing time. Other times it seems like there's a lot of closing time people. But nonetheless, we're at day 8. Give us... I keep getting high. I need a conveyor belt. Trainers are fine. Look at this. Oh, man. I'm going to... As much as I want to upgrade a sink to get another sink, I think I'm going to put this here because you can draw from a freezer. I think 30 coins at a reroll. I think it's worth it. Because I need to start getting a prep. Okay, prep station's okay. Prep station's okay. I will upgrade that to a frozen. We need a conveyor belt. One conveyor belt. I'm going to roll at least once or twice more. It's costing a lot of money now to keep rolling. I'm going to roll one more time. Give me some luck. Man. Lousy, lousy, lousy luck. all junk. Now the frozen prep is, well, I'm going to upgrade to a frozen. That would actually be pretty good. So, yeah, let's get going. Because the frozen prep is good because it will save us from having to have that initial rush of people coming in. And because prep stations only upgrade to a frozen prep, it's pretty simple that way. Wait here for this to finish. Here we go. Got to be careful with the messes, though, of course, because safety hobs, despite them cooking slowly, they still make a mess. What? What? Did I not serve that person? I swear I did. That was weird. Almost like it glitched out a bit. Maybe I didn't actually serve them, and I was just thinking I did. Whoopsies. That's okay. Alright, so yeah, we definitely need a conveyor belt. Well, a grabber, of course. The problem now is I'm getting to the end of wanting to re-roll for things because it's costing too much. I think the next one would be 60. And that's a little pricey for me to re-roll to try to get one thing. But we've had no luck. We've had no luck with anything, really. Haven't had really good RNG luck, as they say. Which is not the end of the world. Let's get a couple more in here. We have tons of money here. Always clean your messes, people. Clean your messes, clean your messes. Well, I think maybe what it was is they changed the order, but it looked like it was a glitch with the ordering or something. I don't know. Now, yeah, I do jump around where the dishes get put. I wouldn't have to do that. I could just leave it and wait, but, you know. Let's get everybody else in. I think that might be everybody. Because they have, oh, you know, that's our, here comes our closing. Okay, so here's the glitch. So you see how I can't grab this plate because of the mess. The mess is against the window. This is a known bug, by the way. Just putting it out there, if you have a similar issue, it is known that if there's something like up against, you can't grab this plate. Now, there is a hard cap on how many customers you're going to have for closing time. I don't know if we're going to hit that cap. Actually, shoot, I messed up here. Oh, good. Thankfully, we have one more person coming in. Good. Two more people coming in. Reason why I say it's a good thing is because I want to have a fresh loaf in here to start the day. So I'm just going to wait here. There's no rush to do any of this. Now, the key here is I got to put this in here. Let's see how I got to do this. Do that to that. Oh, I know. This is fine. Ooh, I almost burned that. Whoopsies. There we go. That should be the last one. That way we have a full loaf in here. Because if you keep pulling from this, it would actually pull another one from that. All right, last one of the day, I believe. All right, good day 9 already. Up to day 9. We made 197 coins. Let's see what we get. I'm going to keep rolling one a day because there's no harm in rolling. We're not spending them on anything else. So, oh, yes. Look at this. Woo. Blueprint desk. Now, this is what we need. I'm going to put it... I guess I could just put it right here, really. Not using any of this stuff. We don't have automation for this yet. I think it might be worth buying a coffee table just in case. We obviously have... I could actually put the coffee table right here. Then it'll avoid having that mess. Frozen prep. I don't... Come on. I don't know if it's worth buying the frozen prep right now. We have nothing else to stick in here. We're not going to upgrade to a microwave or anything. Because that does upgrade. The oven upgrades to a microwave. I can't justify re-rolling again for 3 items. The frozen prep. I mean, I guess it can't hurt, right? Because eventually we'll be needing the frozen prep. So we can just accumulate things down here. That's fine. It's awesome that we got the blueprint desk. Now, the main thing I'm going to be looking for here is going to be conveyor belts. But if a research desk comes along, I may end up taking that. Because that's kind of where we're at now with automation. We have the sink and the combiner. We just need about, I think, 4 or 5 conveyor belts. So that's where we're kind of at. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to research anything today because we have nothing to research. And I can at least get some going right away here. I can cook this. Why not? I love pulling from a prep station. It's such a nice feeling, I guess. I don't know. See, this is just why we need a conveyor belt. So we'll always have toast being made. And even if we get 2, to at least automate some of this would be super helpful. Sink we're fine with. Because again, there's no rush with any of this at the moment. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to have the frozen prep filled up with toast, as well as having... Let's make another loaf while we're here. We're not going to do any ring-a-ringing yet. Oh, that was silly. I shouldn't have plated that one. That's okay. That one's done. Try to get some of these going. Again, these guys can wait. Like, there's no, rush, so to speak. Alright, let's get another one on. We don't need a mixer. We need a conveyor belt. Or a grabber, I would say. Which would be a conveyor belt upgraded to. Slice end doesn't help us at the moment because there's nothing to debate what we're getting. It's like we're getting toast, and that's all you're getting. So it doesn't really matter. Oops, that would shoot. So this is the only kind of mess up that you can do is if you pick a piece up by accident, then you're kind of stuck with it. Alright, so I'm going to move that toast out of there in a second. Or this bread, I should say. We can get another loaf on because we are close to the end of the day. But what did it end up locking in for us? I don't remember what it was. Alright, so we have at least one customer waiting, which is good. I want to fill everything up. Now, again, if we end up getting a rush or something, I'm not bothered by it, obviously. I'm going to fill this up completely. I'm going to portion this out. Alright, so there's actually 2 more coming in. So that's fine. Alright, maybe they're going to keep coming because... There is a hard cap. Not really sure why they keep coming. Alright, see, maybe that'll be the last one of the day. Let's hope so. I think it is, actually. Alright, let's get a couple more bread on. We can serve this one. This is going to be the last one. I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to put this in there, and put that in there. Alright, good day. That's how you got to do it. Now, still no conveyor belt. Alright, here we go. We're going to keep rolling right along with the customer cards. Victorian standards, again, our groups are getting up there. We're at 24 groups now, which is quite a lot. It's 24 groups, but it's actually 24 customers. They'll get locked. So the napkins be locked in. Let's give me something good. Man, what junk. I'm going to re-roll. I have the money for it. There's no point not to at this point. We need this. There we go. Woo. Woot, woot, woot. Finally. Even having one of these will be so helpful because I can have it feeding from this into this. Now, granted, having 2 of them, we can't fully automate it with that. We need about 5. Now, the bar table, I think I might actually board. Yeah, we're going to buy the board table. Because it'll give us a table that doesn't combine with anything. It's super helpful. Or it's quite helpful. You can go right here. Does it turn? You think it should face that way, but it faces this way, which is a little odd. Let's just turn this one off finally. So now we actually have 3 tables. Now, the question is, do we re-roll for 3 items? But the problem is that we're not re-rolling for anything because we're going to upgrade this. So we're still going to look for conveyor belts, or if we get a research desk, I'll buy the research desk because tomorrow is, actually after the end of today is Deco Day. So we're only going to get whatever we get from this, which kind of stinks. But it's just the way it is. It's fine. So we get so many hobs too. No hobs. All right, at least tomorrow we can automate making of toast. At the very least, making it. We don't need prep stations. No prep stations. Come on now. Hey, even just this part being automated is going to be so helpful. So helpful. Because it's just one less thing that I have to manually do every day. And that's a good thing, obviously. The bar table, I think, will come in handy, actually. Because it just adds another seat, which it costs 5 coins. So how can you not take something like that? All right, we're gonna have to get another bread going. Not a big deal. All right, this is done. Let's keep an eye out for everything. Let's load this up. Alrighty, get that one. Got this one loaded up. This one here. No dish rack. I also want to make another bread because we will be needing it, of course. So always have one being made. And you always want to end with a full loaf in the sink. Or in the sink. In the freezer. You always end it with a full loaf in the freezer. Not sure why I said in the sink, but it's okay. I swear I put one on that table. Might have to look at the footage. It seems a bit glitchy for some reason. I don't think it actually is, of course. Alright, got that one done. This one's here. This one's going to go to here. I don't need a dining table. Come on. One more grabber would be really, really helpful. Even just one more grabber. I don't think that's too much to ask, is it? One more grabber? Come on, grabber. Now I'm going to start just going, whoops, like that to that to this. Again, there's no rush. I just want to keep this stuff full. Ooh, there's a big old mess here. I can feel it. Ooh, look at that mess. Gotta clean your messes, people. Now, I gotta be a little bit careful here as far as what this is pulling out. We should have someone else coming yet. Unless that was all the rush. Alright, so missed out on one, but you know what? We have one grabber, excuse me. And deco, we should be actually okay on decorations. Now here I should spawn these outside. Got another globe. I'm definitely gonna buy more things. It doesn't matter what. So right, let's just first purchase the grabber. And the grabber is gonna go here. I can go here, and this can actually just go here. It's not a big deal. I really didn't want the yellow walls, but what's this one? That's fine, I guess. I'm not much of a decorator, of course. We didn't get the carpeting that I like, so we'll do this. So we need we have 4 of that. We need 5 more. So the globes give you 2. So we might as well buy a few more globes. That'll give us more money, which we don't need. I'm going to buy one plant because they're very nice to see, look at. Now we just need one more. Now, the question is, do we actually also buy a plant? I don't think we need the plant. Candelabra, painting, chandelier. Maybe we'll just buy the chandelier. Put it over top of the blueprint desk for luck. Now, again, we could reroll one time to try to get something else from this hob, but I don't know why someone would do that. Like, for one, potentially to get one drop out of something, I personally don't think that's a good idea. So, yeah. So, again, we're nothing to upgrade. We don't need another. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We will upgrade another hob, because if we can keep getting conveyor belts somehow, we can start automating more of this. We have some of it already, but just not enough to automate things. And this actually has to be turned that way before I mess that up. Okay, so 26 customers again, not a big deal. We're going into day 11, and let's see what happens. See what happens. Look at that. That's awesome. That is beautiful. And it's beautiful because there will always be bread being made without me having to do anything other than, well, this part, which is, very not hard, obviously. All right, the bread is done. We don't need that. We need another. We need conveyor belts. Like one conveyor belt would be good. I'm just gonna load all that out there so we have it all done. Yeah, one more would be ideal. Well, many more would be ideal. One more would be kind of like the minimum here of what we would need to keep this going quite well. Because if we have a conveyor in between here, then we don't have to make bread anymore or make toast anymore. It'll just make it by itself. Kind of an auto toast type deal. And again, we wouldn't actually need the prep station, but it's just very handy. So you're not waiting on one piece while nothing else is happening. And look at that, we're out of bread already. Yikes. Let's get another one in the oven. There we go. This can pick it up, put it down. This is actually going quite smooth. Don't want to burn our bread, though. That would be a mistake. That is the only kind of downside about something like that. Having this automated is that, well, you can't burn the bread other than here, right? So, all right, we got to get a conveyor belt. Need one conveyor belt, at least one conveyor belt. Or a copy desk. I'd take a copy desk. I don't think we'd get a copy desk, of course. We're halfway through the day. I'm not going to call anybody. Again, we don't need another portioner. We don't need that stuff, guys. We don't need it. There it is. Boom. All right, good. So, that means tomorrow we'll do more research. So, on day 13, we'll be able to automate everything. Or at least from here to here. We need many more conveyor belts to automate everything. I think I need at least another 3 or 4. So, not 100% feasible at this time. But, and you guys, I think you are seeing how I'm kind of shuffling things around here. Ooh, we gotta get another bread on too. Because you are going to have our little bit of a rush. Okay. Get some of these washed. That shouldn't be it. Oh, it is. Wow. Okay. It's always tricky when you have closing time. You don't sometimes know when the last customer is going to come. Alrighty. That's the end of day 11. Let's look at these. Maybe we'll get super lucky here. And we did not. So, the safety hob. Oops. The safety hob we're going to buy. 1,000% we're going to buy that. Conveyor we're going to put into here. And, yeah, that's that. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to call an episode here because we had a lot of, mishmashing to do here in this episode. We're going to call it here. We're at day 12. After today, we get another card, and then we have day 13, 14, 15th to try to franchise it. So It's a bit more to do. We have our conveyor belt, which will turn into a grabber. So then from the freezer to the prep station will be fully automated. The only thing we have to do is make sure bread is being made in the oven. And eventually we can actually start getting to where we're automating that with about maybe three or four more grabbers, and we should be good to go. But thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button. Follow me on Twitch at TheOntarioGardener. Leave me a follow or a subscribe. Be much appreciated. And also follow me on Discord at TheOntarioGardener. And I'll catch you all in the next Thanks a Brunch Part 3 episode. Take care now.